Hello tuners, today I'm going to be talking about greatness, and who better to yap about than Houdini himself. Just kidding, I'll stop lying. But similar to Houdini, a glorious Nintendo 3DS game has vanished from the face of the earth. The game I'm talking about is none other than Icarus Uprising. Yep, you heard that right. Does that name ring a bell? I still remember the day when I was a little crayon muncher, buying Icarus Uprising for the first time at Walmart. I didn't know what it was about, so I had no idea what kind of journey and narrative I was about to embark on. And when I say I didn't know what I was about to embark on, I really mean it. I didn't even watch a single trailer for the game when it came out. Heck, it didn't even cross my mind that there was a trailer out there. I just didn't know. It never even crossed my mind. In fact, it was only 2 to 3 years ago that I came across the Icarus Uprising trailers, and it felt like a nostalgic trip. I was starstruck. I couldn't believe I had never come across those trailers sooner, especially the time I bought the game. The game even had Icarus animated shorts. Man, it just feels so nostalgic talking about this topic. It's like reading an old book for the first time in ages. And of course, I wouldn't know because I don't read books. I never learned how to read! But for real, I don't think I've ever played a game that compares to this game in my entire life. It's truly one of a kind. Nothing can compare. Booting up the game and seeing Pit spin around in the homepage is kawaii. Look at that. If you blow into the mic, wait, he starts spinning around like a merry-go-round. Everything is amazing about this game, from the characters and soundtracks to the story. The story is particularly compelling. You play as Pit, the servant angel of the goddess of light, Palutena. Your duty is to protect humanity from the goddess of darkness, Medusa, who was defeated in the original Kid Icarus released in 1986. Medusa's evil plan is to conquer the world. Palutena tasks Pit with stopping her and putting an end to her and the forces of the underworld. Palutena grants Pit the power of flight, but the power only lasts for 5 minutes. Ironically, despite having wings, Pit can't fly on his own. This is a reference to the Greek myth of Icarus, who flew too close to the sun, causing his wings to melt. As Pit fights through Medusa's army, he encounters various characters inspired by Greek mythology, such as Thanatos, the god of death, Pandora, the goddess of calamity, and Hades, the villainous mastermind behind the plot. It is later revealed that Hades resurrected Medusa to use her as his puppet, manipulating her into believing that their interests aligned and that cooperating with her will lead to her ultimate goal of revenge. While Medusa held a grudge against Palutena, Hades was primarily focused on his own ambitions to gain power and control of the world, using Medusa as a pawn in his scheme rather than treating her as an equal ally. She was merely a tool for his scheme. That's the main plot. But I haven't even touched on the other characters that this game has to offer, such as the supporting characters Viridi, Dark Pit, and Magnus. Viridi is a goddess of nature. She does anything to protect, well, nature. You could say she's Mother Nature, literally. Damn boy, he's sick! She's portrayed to be indifferent towards humans because they oftenly destroy nature for their own filthy pleasures, which in reality she's not wrong. Take a look in your room right now and point out something that's made out of wood. Hell, your house is partially made out of wood. And think about the toilet paper that we use to wipe our ass. And also think about the environments that we've destroyed for those peaceful animals living in the wild, just for someone to take it away and having no way to regain it back. Yeah, we're monsters. Part of me does feel bad, but part of me wants toilet paper to wipe my ass. Anyways, I'm getting carried away. Back to the main topic. Viridi and Pit clash due to their different ideologies. Viridi takes control of monsters and natural events, believing it is justifiable to maintain balance and order. To summarize Pit's beliefs, just because you have powers doesn't mean you should use it recklessly or harmfully. Ending the lives of all humans to protect nature isn't the right thing to do. Two wrongs don't make a right. But eventually Viridi sides with Pit and helps him in his battles against the underworld army, because Hades is the bigger threat to not just humanity and nature, but the whole world. The end of all life. Pit and Viridi have a good friendship.
Oh, look at us fighting on the same side. You're like a member of my army now.
I don't remember enlisting.
I believe there are some latrines that need cleaning, Private.
Private? No way! I'm a commissioned officer.
I love it. Oh yeah, and she also dropped a nuke called the Reset Bomb on a city to blow up human civilization that she believes to be harming nature. How lovely. Pretty dark for a Nintendo game, now that I think about it. Alright, let's talk about Magnus. This dude is an absolute powerhouse. He's just a regular human, no goddess guiding him, no fancy magic, nothing supernatural. And yet, he throws hands with monsters and evil alike, like it's nothing. While Pit's got divine support, Magnus charges into battle with nothing but pure skill and raw strength. No blessings, no tricks, just him and his weapon. That's what makes him a total badass. At first, Magnus is hunting down the Dark Lord Gao, because Gao is a massive threat to humanity. The Underworld army is wrecking everything, and Gao's at the center of it. But here's the twist. Gao isn't just some random villain. She's an actual human, a former comrade of Magnus, who ended up corrupted and took on the title of Dark Lord. Magnus fights Gao not just to stop her destruction, but because he knows who she used to be. There's this emotional weight behind the fight. He's not battling a mindless monster. He's facing someone he once respected, maybe even cared about, and that hits hard. Basically, Magnus is the kind of character who fights not because he's told to, but because someone has to. He steps up when it matters most, even if the odds are stacked up against him. And then we have
Hey there, Pit Stain. Are you with the Underworld Army? Is that why you have it out for me? Don't be ridiculous. I just don't like the idea of someone copying my act. What? But you're a copy of me!
the anti-hero. He's Pit's doppelganger, created with Pandora's Mirror of Truth. The Mirror of Truth is a reflection of your inner self. It reveals the true nature of yourself. The mirror's powers didn't fully complete because Pit dive-kicked the mirror, causing it to shatter, creating an imperfect clone of Pit, which is why Dark Pit isn't evil or working for the Underworld Army. And due to the failed attempt from the Mirror of Truth, Dark Pit ended up being a distinctive individual with his own motives, values, and goals. Unlike Pit, he's an independent individual and doesn't believe in serving others for their own gain. Metaphorically speaking, Dark Pit and Pit are the opposite sides of the same coin. They eventually start to grasp each other's values and the reasons behind their motives throughout the game, and for those reasons they unite against the forces of the Underworld.
Looks like you could use a little help. I can do this myself. And why are you suddenly so interested in helping me anyway? While you were a ring, I was less than nothing. A conscious myself. We're connected. You know me. Two sides of the same coin. That's crazy. So that's why you have to help me save Lady Paladin. Okay then, let's take these enemies down.
Overall, this game is a masterpiece and truly one to remember for eternity. I don't think there's ever going to be another Kid Icarus game to top this one. But to be fair, I don't think there's ever going to be another Kid Icarus game because there isn't a team to work on it. Sakurai felt like reviving the franchise and Nintendo gave their approval. Sakurai is the director and creator of Kid Icarus, but he doesn't own the franchise. Nintendo owns it. And knowing Nintendo, they're not going to touch that IP. They are more focused on having devs work on bigger franchises such as Mario, The Legend of Zelda, Pokemon, and other bigger franchises. It makes them more money after all. It's a win for them, but a loss for those that actually care about these forgotten IPs, me. But hey, if we ever do get a new Kid Icarus Uprising or a remastered, that's gonna be shocking and I'm gonna be hella happy and I'm gonna be extremely hyped for that. That would be peak. But that's all I have for y'all today. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It can really help boost this channel. Oh yeah, and go ahead and comment your favorite underrated game in the comments below. Thanks for stopping by. Till next time, stay tuned.